Hello, Light Warriors. It's good to see you all. Today, we're going to discuss an energy theme for your personal journey through the global reset. Let go of what's familiar and comfortable. Hello, everyone. I am Michael, and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. We're going through a global reset. And our planet and reality is going to be very different as we are resetting things and the way things are run all around the planet. Well, you yourself, you are going through this global reset as personally. And sometimes we call this the Ascension journey. But many of you have been awakened before this global reset has started, and you're familiar with the Ascension journey. Well, together as a society, we are all going through the Ascension journey together, and we're all being reset. Some of us have done that ahead of time, and some of us are going through this right now. So this message is an energy theme to help guide you to and through the event. And that energy theme is letting go of what's familiar and comfortable. A lot of times on our journey, we get comfortable with certain aspects of our everyday lives, and we continuously repeat these things because they're part of the subconscious programs. 95% of your everyday life is dictated by subconscious programs. So it takes a bit of energy to break these subconscious programs. But right now, we're going through the global reset, and it's very intense, this energy. And just like a giant wave at the beach, you don't want to fight against the wave. The entire ocean will knock you over. So it's best to ride the wave. Take the wave and just go with it. So since we're going through this global reset, it's a good idea to start resetting ourselves. And we need to ride this wave because it's coursing through everything. And we see this in scientific evidence shown in the Schumann resonance, these electromagnetic waves. But it's a good time to start changing who you are, who we are at our core. And this is our evolutionary journey. So we don't have to wait thousands of years to evolve. We're doing it as we are alive during this current lifetime. So a lot of times I like to share personal experiences from my journey. So when you let go of what's familiar and comfortable, I can recall when I decided to do my first video and start this movement. And I was a private person, and I wasn't big on social media. And I've done all this all by myself. Not bad for a common man, right? But I had to let go of what's familiar and comfortable. I lived my life a certain way, and I was called to serve others. Service to others and service to self. That's what the 5D Earth is. You serve yourself and you serve others synergistically. That's this relationship. It's a synergistic relationship. So I needed to change what was familiar and comfortable for my everyday life. So now, and when I first did it, I was scared shift to do it, but I did it anyway. And I remember doing my first video, and that was the first step to start changing the identity. So there are 4 aspects that I want to talk about for your everyday life that you can change during this global reset. And the first is your identity. Who are you? And you might have been expanding your consciousness recently, especially since this global reset has started, and you've been in that isolation, and you've been learning and expanding everything that you know. So now you want to change your identity. The old you is finished, and you have now evolved. So now you're starting over, fresh, with a new identity. This is evolution, an evolutionary journey. So however you started your life, that's not how you have to finish your life. And many people will be experiencing this due to the collapse of the matrix. Nobody is to blame for this, because this was controlled by subconscious programs. So if you were taught something and how to live and how to act a certain way from childhood, we talked about subconscious programs, especially up to the age of 7. That's how you're going to continue. But now you are becoming a free and sovereign being, and you're learning more about this reality and universe, and you know how things authentically work. So now it's time to change your identity as a person. Who are you going forward after the event is finished, after the global reset is finished? Who are you going to be after this is all said and done? So first we want to change our identity. And not all of the following is going to be relevant, because some people are already situated where they need to be. The next is resetting maybe your career. Sometimes we hold on to a career because it's what's familiar and comfortable. You have changed over time. Maybe it's been since this reset started. Maybe this has been for a few years. And the job, the career that you had no longer serves your greatest purpose. And now it's time to maybe change a career. Shift the career that you have. This is something that was built due to the matrix. We had to work because of money, but things are rapidly changing, and they had their control through money. So maybe you were in a career that you didn't really enjoy. So now it's time to shift during this reset period. It might be time to starting a new career for yourself, one that resonates you, something that you enjoy, and you wake up in the morning thinking about it. My matrix career serves my purpose, and I will continue that. But doing this, it calls me, and I think about it all day long. I think about all of you, right? So it has to be a drive. So then it's no longer a career, it's a way of life. And that's what the 5D Earth is going to be. People will find what resonates with them, and now they're going to go forward, and they're going to do what they enjoy. They enjoy doing whatever the activity is, and that's what they're going to do. Many people that have spoken to have already shifted or changed their careers. So maybe that's important for you, maybe it's relevant to you, maybe it's not. The third thing are relationships. So sometimes we hold on to what's familiar and comfortable, but it's important now to let go of things that don't serve your greatest purpose, even if they are familiar and comfortable. This could be in a romantic relationship, regardless of what the relationship is, or it could be relationships with friends or family members. We need to reset according to our vibrational frequency, and sometimes others will lower our core vibrational frequency. So the relationship, it could be a romantic one. Maybe this is relevant to you, maybe it's not. Maybe you're still going through an isolation period. We all know how that feels. where there's just nothing, right? And you're all by yourself. I know how that feels. Maybe it's friends, and these friends no longer are on your level. You're ascending and you're changing, and they want to bring you down. Sometimes a person would rather pull you down than rise up out of the pit with you. They don't want to come up to your level. They want to pull you back down. So maybe it's time to let go of these relationships, regardless of what the relationship is. Everyone's life is different. It could be friends, it could be family members, it could be romantic relationships. But sometimes they're not going to serve our greatest purpose. In the old matrix, we were taught to hold on to these things forever. But people change. And the last time I checked, Light Warriors, this is your everyday life. So if it does not resonate with you, I know we were trained in the past, the old matrix, that we needed to hold on to certain things. But now we're learning. It's time to let go. And it could be very hard when something is familiar and comfortable when it comes to a relationship. But sometimes we have these energetic cords and we don't have room for something else to come into our life. So if we let it go, now we have all this room to attract something new and something better into our everyday life. So it's important to understand this when it comes to relationships. The next thing, the fourth, is routines. Sometimes we have a certain routine and we continuously repeat the routine because it's familiar and comfortable. But now it's time to let go of things that no longer serve your greatest purpose. And this really comes in the form of routines. So on your journey, you might be doing something, you might have a morning routine, a morning ritual, and maybe it doesn't serve your greatest purpose anymore. We always want to start the day the right way with positivity. So we always want to maximize the beginning part of the day. So you want to be productive in the morning, not just sometimes we get up and we start scrolling social media, right? And seeing the gossip. But maybe it could be a motivational video. Maybe it's working out, doing something athletic, starting off with a good breakfast. But whatever your routine is, now it's time to let go of what you normally did. And now it's time to start something that's new. So we let go of what's familiar and comfortable. It could be throughout the day. It could be things that you normally do. On my journey, I see that my routines after this reset will happen will be different in the terms of going to the gym. And on my journey before this all happened, I would always go 6 days a week to the gym, and I put a top priority on it. And now, as I'm forced to adapt and evolve, I know that when it's time to go back, and I do want to go back, I won't have to put as much emphasis on that because I'm able, now that I'm uncomfortable and I have to evolve, right? Evolution happens in a time when we're uncomfortable. I have to supplement what I want to do in the gym. And now I know that even when they do open back up, there are other things that I could do. So I could spend more times maybe creating for all of you. So we could see little changes in our routines and rituals. And maybe in the past, what was the top priority, now it's not. And this time period is a little tough maybe on the ego, right? But it's not we don't lay down to what's going on and the control and taking things away from our everyday life, but we still fight hard and not being in the gym, maybe the ego is, my muscles aren't as big as they normally are because I'm not able to lift weights. But I'm doing the best I can. And now, reintroducing riding a bicycle, it's really enjoyable. So now we're starting to change routines. So now I'm starting to develop new routines. So that's what this global reset is all about. And we want to take advantage. We're going through this together, and we don't want to come out of this the same. So we will all be evolved and changed, and we'll be a new person, and we will all be a new society, and we're all going to be better, and we will all have improved everyday lives, right? So these are the ways that we can maximize, be efficient. I'm all about efficiency, right? I want to be efficient. We want to ride the wave of the global reset, and not only is the entire world resetting, you can reset as well. And we want to take this energy theme and go with it. Change. Don't fight against the wave. We're not going back. Not going back. It's going to be great. It's all going to be different. And you heard it here first, right? We're not going back. So it's time to let go of what's familiar and comfortable. And you follow this energy theme. It's hard now. Evolution is hard, right? And I'm experiencing it, and you're experiencing it. We're in this together, right? So, what are your thoughts on this? Have you had opportunities to let go of what's familiar and comfortable? Leave them in the comments. I know that it's big on YouTube to say to smash the like button. So if you want to if you want to press down with a downward force, it's a science channel too, right? You want to press down on the like button, that would be good. Smash the like button, right? We're growing this channel authentically, and this will go through the people. So that's what the 5D Earth is all about. It's not about narcissism anymore. It's about building family. And you are all my family, and this has been quite a ride so far. And you've seen that I've been evolving, and as I said a long time ago, this is a mutual relationship. Vibrational synchronization, right? So, subscribe, share, leave a comment. We authentically are growing this, and we're taking 3D and converting it into 5D. And at the end, it's all going to be different, and we're all going to let go of what's familiar and comfortable. Remember, we cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of the energy theme of letting go of what's familiar and comfortable. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. I'm getting better at these, right, Light Warriors? We're like professionals now. We're getting there, little by little. But I hope this is helpful for all of you. This has been quite the journey, and we're doing it together. We experience these energy themes together because we are one big family. And we're going to be a happy family celebrating the 5D Earth once this matrix finally collapses, right? I hope you all have a great day. Namaste.